All right, meteorologist Ryan Hoke here with you with the Saturday edition of the Hokey video blog. Hope you're having a nice start to your weekend so far. The weather, not so nice out there this morning. It's damp, it's dreary, it's cold. We've got rain in the area, bleh. But we've got better weather in the forecast, especially for the second half of the weekend and the first half of the work week. Let's go right through it right now to show you what's going on. Yeah, we've got an area of rainfall just to our north and west. Over Louisville, pretty much right now, you've got that little band of some heavier showers moving on through here. This was taped, by the way, at 7:26 a.m., so by the time you see this, this will probably have moved east somewhat. But let's give you the wider picture. Can I show you what's going on across the region? You'll notice the snow beginning to break out over portions of, looks like west central Indiana there, just west of the Indianapolis metro area. They've got cold air filtering in up that way. We've got temperatures in the upper 30s in our northwestern viewing area, so that's why they're seeing the snow wrapping around the backside of this area of low pressure. The rain is off to our south as well, and we're starting to see a little bit of rain. It looks like blossom just a little bit there on the western edge of this. So it looks like this is going to be done in pretty short order, but actually I think it'll be afternoon before we see this break off. So probably the early afternoon before we see really the rain begin to taper off, and late afternoon before it's gone completely. This evening, looks like we'll begin to clear out and temperatures will drop once again. Here's the setup for this. This is actually really interesting because we have an area of low pressure pretty much over northeast Mississippi right now, and that's being aided by a cold front that's over the northeast, spreading down into southern Kentucky, and it's going to track northeastward along that cold front. Had a big line of storms in Alabama this morning that gave up the ghost because they outran their forcing. You can see the cold front still lagging behind a bit, and the storm said, nope, we're going to develop a cold pool back here and just go to town eastward. And since they did that, they've died off. But the interesting component, for us at least, in all of this, is that the storms not only down in southeast Alabama near Enterprise on into the Columbus, Georgia area and down toward Panama City are dying off, but they're moving eastward at a point to where it's starting to siphon off the moisture for the rain that we have up here. That's why we're starting to see some of these returns down here in West Tennessee not doing too well. Yeah, they're not terribly heavy. So when you've got the lack of moisture being transported northward because you've got the storms down here blocking it, then that can potentially make things weaker for us up here. That's some good news. But in all cases, we still have the area of low pressure that's going to be tracking on northeastward, and that's going to be the main potential as we head throughout the day for rain, because we have two different disturbances aloft, one that's coming in from the north and one that's down here to the south that's driving this area of rain there. And they're not going to really phase all that much. The northern stream system here is going to be the one that takes over for us, and it'll be giving us the rain as we head throughout the day. All right, enough tech talk there. You've got this set up. Here's how it's going to unfold. We've got the area of low pressure that moves to the northeast. You'll notice the cold air filters in on the backside, creates snow for the mountains of Appalachia and eastern Kentucky. Will we see snow here? Really, I think a flake is possible. That's it. No problems here. The NAM model has been the one that's been trying to get us on the snow train for the last couple of days, and I mean, a tenth of an inch just to our east. You can tell that this is aided by the elevation of eastern Kentucky because it gets heavier as it moves eastward, and the cold air filters in with time there as well. So I don't think this is going to be a big deal. No snow in our forecast today, but I wouldn't be shocked to see a few reports of a flake or two falling here and there. That's about it. So that's our system for today. Once we get this out of here, look at this. It gets real nice. We'll be seeing temperatures eventually recovering into the 70s. Notice still 54 degrees by 9:30 on Monday. So yeah, that's pretty warm. We'll see mostly sunny skies. Something I do want to point out, though, Monday night into early Tuesday, we've got an area of low pressure over Iowa and Minnesota. It's going to have a little bit of a front that tries to come through. You can see the clouds through it here, but there's not enough moisture return because this last system that's offshore, the one that we're seeing go through today, is going to be shoving out all that moisture ahead of the front. So we're going to be seeing lots of dry air. What that's going to do is actually make us have a big diurnal temperature range. What does that mean? Well, it means at night, temperatures will be in the 30s, both Sunday morning and Monday morning, but then afternoon temperatures, at least for Sunday, in the 60s, by Monday in the 70s. So that's a big swing in temperature because dry air heats and cools at a quicker rate than moist air does. So that's the story behind that one. no real consequence there with that moisture being pushed out and the disturbance moving through here on Monday night. Maybe a pop-up shower or two. I put about a 10% chance of showers in the forecast from Monday night into Tuesday morning. You might get a drip drop. That's about it. Then we got to talk about another system. What's going on here Thursday at 10 a.m.? Well, for one, it's going to be warm still. We're forecasting temperatures in the 70s for both Monday, possibly even Tuesday, but definitely by Wednesday and Thursday as well. We've got an area of low pressure developing out here in the plains. A big trough's going to be developing out there that's going to generate that at the surface. And you can see we've got the rain out here toward Missouri, Arkansas, a little bit of a dip. You see this little dip right here in these contour lines of pressure? That would be a warm front right on there. You can see it there by the contours in that pressure area there. But certainly you'll see the temperatures up here in the 40s in Chicago, the 60s and 50s down there to the south, and we're right on the edge of it. So you might get a little bit of rain along that warm front here. But as we go into Thursday night into Friday morning, that's what we're really watching for next week. Area of low pressure is now moved up to northern Missouri. We've got probably a cold front extending probably somewhere in that range. It may accelerate a little faster than what the models are saying at this point. But with warm, moist air moving up in front of this cold front right here, and we've got the warm front to our north, we are squarely in what's called the warm sector. That's going to be between this cold front down here that I'm drawing and the warm front up there. So with the area of warm and moist air in here, that's going to help generate some thunderstorms as we go throughout probably your Thursday night into your Friday. The timing is not concrete at this point, but with a low track coming from the plains to the Great Lakes like this is sort of a classic storm setup. There have been rumors, and they're just rumors, on Facebook and Twitter that this could be a severe weather outbreak. It's just too far out to tell at this point, and any rumor that you see like that is just pretty much speculation. Because we do have the setup that could give us severe weather, but there are far more factors that we have to look at and more time that we have to go through until we can make that determination. Folks, it's Saturday morning. We're talking about something that's happening 5-6 days from now. So a lot can change, a lot will change during this time. So don't believe any of those rumors at this time. Just know that we're monitoring the situation. Some storms are possible as we head throughout the Thursday and Friday time frame, and that to keep up with our forecasts. That's what we're going to say for now. We're not going to say a severe weather outbreak is in the forecast, but the setup does look like one that would breed some thunderstorms, and severe weather could be possible. We'll see. All right? We'll just give you that for now and tell you that at least the next few days are looking pretty good after we get this rain and cold air out of here for today. Enjoy the 60s and 70s for your Sunday and your Monday. I'll be back with another update tomorrow morning on Wave 3 News Weekend Sunrise starting at 5 o'clock. Have a great Saturday.